Minnie's a right goer. You heard it here first from Greg. Minnie's a right goer.
Is she
You
a
heard it here
goer?
first from Greg.
Disney behind the curtain. Yeah.
Disney
Minnie's a
behind the
right
curtain.
goer.
Is
I
she
like
a
that.
goer?
Here first from Greg. Right. Sound is on. We are live.
Sound is on.
dear.
Do we hear us?
Echo free as well. Sorry, Chris.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. I was trying to be nice about that.
I had the same problem. It took me ages to figure it out. It was an OBS setting with voice mod. It took me ages to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, let me one more time. Good God.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I just hope Snugan shows up. We can do this, Mark.
What? Do what? Oh, we're going live now?
Start the show.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Right, okay. I was just trying to find. I was just googling for an image so it says "fuck Messi," but there you go. Anyway, here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you
I think we're just getting started.
Medic!
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to episode 896 of the Overseas Connection podcast. Keyboard, and we're just waiting for fire department to come and free him. But who has joined me today? Well, let's see. I can pick the person with no hair or the person with hair. I will start with no hair. Mark Wright. Mark, how are you today?
Hi, Greg. I'm very well, thanks. Hi, Kim. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm back after my many daily travels. I'll get into that later.
Yes,
Mechanics on all the gaming platforms. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I always forget
Mechanics with an X, just in case you're wondering how to spell that.
that. Yeah, because I'm down with the kids.
You
Not
are down
really.
with the kids.
Not really,
You're
but-
like OG.
Yeah.
The person with the hair
Dear Lord.
joining the podcast, Kim Woods. Kim, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. And so I'm not protesting anything, and I'm here more than Chris is. But anyway, Better stop or I'll get somebody mad at me. Anyway, yep, that's me at GamerGirl27 pretty much everywhere. Yeah, let's do a show.
Let's do a show indeed. All right. Well, that takes care of the little stuff, but we do have some important things to talk about. A few birthdays. Normally, this is Chris's shtick. He's here. He's talking about all these random birthdays that nobody cares about. Well, I am here now, and I would like to start off by talking about a random birthday that nobody is going to care about. That is Gary DeFelice's. DeFelice. Gary, his birthday, July 24th. Nobody cares, Gary. Nobody cares. We love you, Gary. We love you deeply, but nobody cares, Gary.
I care,
You're
Gary.
a Broncos fan.
I care, Gary.
Nobody cares. David the Alien. David Brown, July 25th. Happy birthday to David. And then some random hermit that does not have a shell. July 21st. And by the way, anytime I hear hermit, Kim, I always think hermit crab.
Right.
Yep.
A lot of people do.
Not hermit in a cave, but a hermit crab. So anyway, no shell for Kim. Kim, are we feeling good about the birthday? Are we feeling anxious?
I'm good. Hell, I'm still here, so that's always a plus. I mean, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a definite bonus. And right behind you, Kim, is my wife. Not literally, but figuratively.
Literally, yeah.
July 22nd, Cindy is celebrating her birthday. And
cool.
so I, of course, have failed in my husband duties. This is part of story time, but I'm just going to say it now. I was supposed to make dinner reservations at a particular restaurant. Realized I hadn't made dinner reservations at a particular restaurant. And then on our drive back from Los Angeles yesterday, I'm mad trying to basically go online, make those reservations, only to find out they're totally booked. I'm screwed.
Oh.
And then this morning, lo and behold, the time opened up, and so I was able to get the reservation in. So,
That's
save,
good.
yeah,
So
exactly.
she won't be killing you on your birthday. That's good.
No, there will
For her
not
birthday.
be a murder on July 22nd. It could happen July 21st. We're technically celebrating a day early for her. So, on your
Right.
birthday, Kim, we will be celebrating her birthday. Lots of
Very cool.
celebrations happening. Except for on
Yeah.
July 24th when nobody cares about Gary. I do hope Gary listens to this podcast. Maybe like a year from now he'll catch it because he's behind. He's a little
Right.
slow in that regard. All right, let's give him a birthday song. Mark, do we have a little birthday something we can fire up?
Oh, shit.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy
When I clicked the sound effect, then I must have clicked the button too long and it started dragging it.
What happened? Mark, you've been a little, missing in action yourself, a little rusty behind the ears, and that happens.
Yeah.
I want
He forgot to
Britain's
set
to
up
be
cams
that
too,
British.
apparently. He's slipping in his old age.
Kim,
Yes.
it is a lively chat right now.
It really is. There's holy moly. We've got let's see. We've got a Batch. We've got a Playing Skills, Teflon, Snoogans, Boomer. I mean, holy moly.
It's like they came out of the woodwork either because it's your birthday, highly likely,
Sure.
equally almost not as likely because I'm back on the show.
Maybe.
I'm guessing it's your birthday that's dragging him out of the woodworks. Or
crazy in here.
or they heard Chris is not on the show.
Maybe.
Ooh.
He's not going to want to come back. I'm telling Or he's going to be very mad at us when he does.
He might have retired from the army, but I'm sure he can still get hold of a hand grenade.
Yeah, no, he could kill me with this.
That was
pretty much.
Shinny's biggest fear, wasn't it? Getting an hand grenade sent through the post from Chris.
Rightfully so. Chris knows stuff. He definitely knows stuff. All right, let's talk some story time.
Oh yeah, that's me in it.
Everyone here loves story time, our favorite time of the day.
That was a dick move.
All right. I saw Gary and then realized that Mark was just shouting names out into the ether.
I'm just shouting out
all
on
right.
the chat.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say Gary is Boomer. So
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see Boomer. I didn't see Boomer technically in the chat. I'm just saying.
I'm catching up on podcasts, and I got to the episode where Chris finally realised that Gary Harris is Boomer, and that was hilarious. I loved that episode.
That's okay. Lewis also has an alternate ID that he throws out.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I knew about the Denok TQ, and I know about obviously the playing skills, but I didn't know about that other one.
Yeah, it does make you wonder, like what's up with the dual identity? What are you hiding?
Is that the one he uses on Pornhub?
Well, I mean,
and
maybe.
And OnlyFans.
Likely.
There you go. You figured it out.
All right, let's dive into what we've been doing. I will not lead. I will let Kim, by all means, please let us know your latest DIY project because your cats are ruining your life.
Yeah, pretty much. Dear God, somebody remind me of this shit when I go, oh, I am bringing another cat in the house. Somebody, please. Well, anyway, this week I decided to patch some drywall because in the pantry/laundry area where we, obviously do our laundry, we also have the cat's litter boxes in there, and apparently one or more than one has decided to use the wall as a scratching post. So I got tired of looking at it, so I decided this week that I was going to wipe down all the wall because honestly, I don't know about anybody else, and maybe I'm just a slacker, but honestly, I don't like wipe down my walls and stuff probably like a normal person should. I mean, I don't remember the last time I wiped down my walls. So I don't know. Maybe
it's not. I don't think it's a common practice.
I was gonna say, hopefully,
But I do have questions, Kim.
Okay.
Are your cats trying to tunnel out of the house? Is that why they're scratching through the drywall? I mean, are they
you know what? It's possible. The bad thing is they're picking the wrong wall because they're picking the wall between my room and the laundry room. So if they tunnel through it, the only place they're going to end up is, in here. So, I have a door, so I'm not sure why they would want to make a hole in the wall, but stranger things have happened, I suppose. I know, right? Except they're going about it the wrong way. So anyway, I wiped down the walls and cleaned them up, and I already had a tub of drywall patching stuff, so I did that yesterday. I got that out, and then I realized I didn't have the little thing you're supposed to put the drywall mud into to put it up on the wall, so I ended up using a paper plate. It worked. So anyway, I've patched the claw marks. Tomorrow I'm gonna sand them down, and then sometime this week I'm gonna paint those, so at least they're gone. And then I'm gonna have to figure out some way to cover that so they can't scratch there again, because with my luck, no sooner than I paint that and it dries, some asshole is going to be right back there scratching on my wall again. So I'll have to see what I can come up with to deter that from happening. So, and don't tell me a scratching post, because I have scratching posts and stuff everywhere, and for whatever reason, they have decided those aren't good enough. So,
my mom's cat's the same way. There's the scratching post that has been used.
Oh yeah, mine uses a scratching post, but they still rather
but also the
else.
couch next to it seems to double up as the backup scratching post.
Oh yeah, the couch, the door trim, like I said, the walls. I mean, there is not a single fucking thing in this house I don't think they have at least tried to use as a scratching post at least once. So, and
this is the reminder, by the way, the easy reminder to me of why I no longer want cats. Because everything becomes a scratching post.
Everything. Yeah, it's. I mean, even my leg. I kid you not. There are times when I have to remind them that, hey, I'm wearing shorts, not pants. So would you please not try to scratch open my leg and let me bleed to death, because you're assholes. So, it is what it is. But
just reading the chat.
Oh, I know.
The synopsis perfectly put. Cats are the devil.
Thanks, Louise. I love you too.
At least I'm not the only one then.
I've long said, Mark, the only reason why a cat doesn't try to eat you is because it can't. If it was big enough, it would. Hence, lions.
Hence, lions, yeah.
Tigers
lions,
will eat
bobcats,
and if they don't want to eat you, they just mess with your heads by shitting in your garden and not theirs, and making a mess everywhere and
Well, I mean, let's be honest, Mark. If you had to shit in your own garden, would you, or would you go to your neighbor's garden and shit in that? I would shit in my neighbor's yard.
Fair enough.
Being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
It's quite a philosophical debate there. Yeah. Would you shit in your yard or your neighbor's yard? Anyway.
Absolutely, my neighbor's yard. There's a visual. Just watch me walk out the door, walk next door, just squat right on their lawn.
Right? No, it kind of, now this is going to embarrass Anthony. So it's probably a good thing he's not here. But when he was little, I'm shitting you, probably 2 or 3, he went out and went number 2 in the yard. Why? We don't know. But
That's
he
right.
apparently decided that's where he needed to go. So that's what he did.
Jason, Teflon 12 just made me laugh out loud there. He's put my cat Hera, it's £16. She's getting close to being able to eat me now.
I know that feeling. I got one that's pushing like 13 pounds. And she's a big girl. So.
No. I think
Just
I may have
smothered me
told
in my
this story
Oh,
before,
Spain
but-
nearly scored. There'll be live updates, by the way, on the final.
Oh, for
Okay,
God's sake.
Thank God for that.
By the way, fuck Argentina. Sorry, carry on.
Let's see. I was just gonna say, I think I've told this story before. Maybe I haven't with this group. But way back in my younger days, when I was living by myself, I was single, came home from drinking, and I mean, I was driving home with the like, I gotta pee kind of vibe going. Get
Right.
into the garage, and I'm like getting out of the car, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going, because I had like 2 flights of stairs to go up, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going up 2 flights of stairs. And I look at my cat's box, and I'm like, if it's good enough for the cat, it's good enough for me.
There you go.
Need right into the cat box. It worked.
works. I
Clumping,
mean, you
by the
know.
way, the clumping.
There,
was good.
yes. There you go. At least you had the good litter in it. So there's that.
All right,
oh
Kim.
boy.
What else? What else is going on? How's
Yeah,
Dad doing?
Dad is doing good. He went in for this latest wound treatment, and they finally got all this. I guess it's dead skin, but he's had this little black spot on his finger this entire time, and they've been slowly but surely working on getting that off of there. And I think I might have mentioned the last time they did hit blood, so they know his circulation is good. But when he goes in for this next time, and this is what I thought was neat, they are going to put fish skin on that spot. So that way that fish skin will help grow new skin over the puncture wound.
Yeah, that's
So,
interesting. That
yeah.
so years ago, when Jason was 15, my lad Jason, he had him and his mum Jenny. They've got Crohn's disease, and he had to have a section of his bowel removed. But when they went in there in the surgery, it was that bad. All his bowels wrapped around his other organs, so they had to put a stoma on him for a bit. So that's where they bring the bowel through the stomach, and you have a bag on you. It was awful. But yeah, I've lost train of thought now.
Fish.
Yeah, that way, yeah. So when they had the reversal and they had the stoma reconnected to the rest of his bowel, they used seaweed to heal the wound. We applied, obviously not just fucking go down to the beach and pick it up on the beach, like, but proper medical, seaweed chemical stuff they put in the wound to help it regrow and heal itself, because it was a massive wound. So yeah, seaweed. So that'll be similar to the fish thing, won't it?
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like I said, they're gonna put actual like fish skin, which it's not a very big spot, so it's still like they're gonna have this gigantic piece of fish skin on there.
Yeah.
But like I was telling him, I remember watching something on TV once. They had a dog that had got burned in a house fire, and that's what they did for the dog on the places where he'd been burnt. Was they put, I think it was and I want to say it was tilapia skin, but don't quote me. And they'd put it on the dog to help it regen the skin that had been burnt. So
All right.
I thought
For the
that was kind
record,
of neat.
For our friends in the chat, because we know they do tend to be a little slow, like Snoogans. This
Right.
does not mean if you cut yourself, go buy a fish fillet from McDonald's and throw it on there.
No.
It's not gonna work.
No, that's not gonna work. No, that's probably not gonna work. But anyway, so I thought that was cool for a little like Podunk hospital. Now they're doing something like that. So we'll see
Next
how
time
that
you see your
goes.
dad. Next time you see
Yep.
your dad, just say, "What's up, fishkin?"
Yeah, call him Aquaman or something.
There you go.
There you go. Anyway,
Mark.
that's it for me.
Yeah.
Tapped.
Tapped. Yeah. So while we're on the subject of DIY, I went up to said son earlier, Jason. I went up to his house today to help him fit. To practically fit an outside tap for him. It should have been a 5-minute easy job ended up being a bit of a nightmare. That's how things go. So yeah, we had a few leaks, and the pipe wasn't the sort of like a tap kit. The pipe that goes through the wall, it was just a little bit too short to go through the cupboard space inside, so it was hard to get on to tighten the compression nuts up and everything, but we got there in the end. So yeah, so I've been fitting an outside tap today, so it should have been a half an hour job, ended up being 3.5 hours. So
okay, so I'm gonna ask the dumb questions.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So when you say tap,
faucet,
you're talking like draft beer. You're talking.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he wishes. No, it's running water faucet for the outside, so he can use his pressure washer, which he's just bought for his car.
I think if you had given him an option to do a beer tap, he might have.
Yeah, he probably would have gone for that. Yeah, I would have done. So yeah. Outside running water.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, so that was this afternoon. And then what else we've been doing? So the reason we weren't here last week, and we also went away yesterday, is our summer is actually a summer this year. We are having some great weather in the UK. We're on a third heat wave. It's been sort of like high 20s, low 30s recently, and it's just the last sort of like week has been a nice steady 23, 24, which is just bearable, and it's been warm enough where we can take the dog as well. So we went out for the day yesterday, took Doggo, so me, Jenny, the Doggos went to the coast on the west side, just above Blackpool, called Morecambe. It's a sleepy little town, there's not a lot there, but it was quiet for the dog. We had a walk round, something to eat, a nice cafe on the terrace in the sun, an ice cream and a stroll on the promenade. It was lovely. So yeah, we got back about 6:30 last night and then watched the England game.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mark,
yes,
you're welcome. From the United States to our friends over in Europe, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Our
Keep
use
sending
of air
the weather
conditioning.
over.
Yep, no, we are affecting climate change in a positive way.
Yeah. Talking of air conditioning, so it isn't as bad now, but we have been getting sort of like 30, sort of like mid-30 degrees C's temperatures in the UK, which for the UK is hot because it's humid, and our houses are stone and brick. Well, ours is actually stone. It's quite an old house, and they're designed to retain heat for the winter because we aren't like California. Right. But when the sun is baking hot, it has the opposite effect. It actually makes the house into a fucking cooker, and it's cooler outside sometimes. So I wanted to buy an aircon unit for Jenny, one of these portable ones for Jenny, because it's been affecting her breathing a bit with her having heart and lung problems. Can you buy them in UK? Can you? Bollocks, everywhere is sold out. Everyone's gone mental on them. I've got a tool supplier who said they can get one, so I've ordered one, and this was 2 weeks ago now and still haven't got it. It was supposed to be here last week, so I'll chase them up tomorrow. So I'll probably get it by the time fucking autumn comes, and I won't need it, but yeah. So yeah, aircon units. If you've got an aircon unit in the UK, it's like gold dust. Keep hold of it. Don't sell it.
Now, for your aircon units, I'm assuming you have like a hose to like a window.
Yeah. And you get like an adapter plate to fit in your window for the air house car. You can actually. There's a lot of more companies now doing proper aircon units where you got the compressor on the wall outside, and then the piping, and then the sort of like unit on the inside. So there are a lot of companies doing that now. I think it's about $5-6 grand. So I might have to look into doing that. Because you can get like 2 and 3 split pipe systems, so one big unit on the outside can do 2 or 3 rooms. So we'd probably just need the living room and the bedroom doing. So that's all we'd probably need. And maybe possibly in this man cave, because this man cave's small, and when the PC's on, it gets red hot in here. But yeah, aircon. What a wonderful thing. And screw the government. If I want aircon, I'm going to have aircon.
Yeah, Snoogans is bragging.
Yeah.
Daddy Warbucks over there bought an aircon unit, and he's living the high life.
Yep. They are a godsend. So yeah, a few things I've watched as well.
Okay.
Let me look at my list to remind me. We watched another season.
Apparently, we weren't that good.
Yeah. No, well, I'm tired. So we've watched The Night Agent season 3 on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen The Night Agent. Season 1, really enjoyed season 1. I thought season 2 were a bit meh. He seemed a bit pansy in 2, and he had his girlfriend bail him out because he were a bit of a pansy. But season 3, pretty good. I enjoyed season 3. A bit more back to the sort of like flow and action of season 1. A lot of like conspiracy and sort of like cover-ups in this one is really, really good. I won't spoil anything, but yeah, worth a watch if you've not seen it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I have seen seasons 1 and 2.
Right.
So I will definitely check out season 3.
Lewis put, I used to be an agent of a night until I got married. So, yeah. Well played. There is a season 4 being greenlit, so the season 4 is coming probably next year. So yeah, good fun.
All right.
And we watched a movie last night. Were it last night? Yeah, last night after the football.
Okay.
We watched a movie which was Cold Storage. Have you guys seen that? Do you know what it is?
Storage. No.
Yeah.
So this stars Joe Kerry from Stranger Things, who played Steve Harrington, and it's got Liam Neeson in it. And the premise is this army bunker from the 70s was keeping a virus which came down from an old Skylab space station in 1979, and it had like this mutated virus on it which killed everything, and it was kept in this cold storage in this army bunker, but since then the government has sold off the bunker and it's now a self-storage unit, and this guy who Joe plays is a security guard on a night shift, and this cold storage of the cold bit fails and the virus gets out, and it's really, really good. There's a lot of humour in it. It's quite like a comedy horror, and it's really good. Liam Neeson's funny as all in this. So yeah, it's a good laugh if you want a bit of a popcorn movie. So yeah.
Okay.
Some of the stuff it never happened, like, because the army wouldn't leave that virus in there, would they? Or would they?
You'd think they wouldn't. You'd like to think they wouldn't, but then again,
budget cuts and everything. Where you're going to keep it, where you're going to put it. Fuck it, leave it. But the ending's just brilliant. So yeah, well worth watching.
You know that's how COVID happened, right?
Yeah.
Should we put this away? Nah, leave it out. It's fine.
I don't know how true this is, and allegedly, I'm not spreading misinformation. Apparently, COVID originated in either North or South Carolina in a lab and was sent to Wuhan because it was too dangerous. So apparently you guys created it, not China.
Hey, you know what? We both give and take away. We give you air conditioning, and we also give you,
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess that leaves me.
Jason's just put, I'm former military, and that definitely would happen. Absolutely something would happen. Yeah. But yeah, good movie.
Fair.
What about you, Greg? Tell us about Mickey and Minnie.
Yes, in preparation for Disneyland, prior to, we ended up going out and seeing Toy Story 5.
There's 5 of them?
There's 5 of them, yes. I was... did it need to be made? No, not really.
I only got to 3. I haven't even seen 4.
I mean, I love the Toy Story movies in general. I mean, so Toy Story 5, it's good. It's just not great. It's not, to me, like, I didn't leave it going like, oh my God, thank God I saw it in the theater. It was great, blah, blah, blah. It was like, I could have waited for video. That said, we did take off for Disneyland. We did a quick short trip down. We left Wednesday morning, 30, and made it to Los Angeles about 2 in the afternoon. Hung out at the hotel, played in the pool with our son, and just kind of enjoyed a relaxing first day. And then the first day at Disneyland, we kind of split it up. We went California Adventures side first, and then we did Disneyland the next day. That wasn't our original intention, Our original intention really was kind of to do the park hopper tickets where we would kind of go back and forth as we wanted to. But we spent a good 2 hours with the Disneyland Disability Services people trying to get our son set up with Disability Services Pass. And they're cracking down on that at Disneyland, which I'm happy to see because a lot of people are really abusing the system. But for individuals like my son, where it absolutely is a necessary thing, it was just, I think it was one of the situations where we first were explaining it to them, the person that was reviewing our case, we tend to be a little lax about the efforts that we have to make for our son because we're so used to it. And we're just kind of like, well, yeah, we take two of us to calm him down from a seizure. We treat him with his medications if needed. But the realities are, to somebody from the outside looking in, the way I'm describing that makes it sound very like easy. You don't really need any special services there. So they were trying to say, well, we could have one person wait in line and the other person stand off with our son out in the heat outside of the line. And then when we got up close, we could then join them and spend another 15, 20 minutes in line for the rest of the way. And I was just like, that ain't happening. Right. No, our son can't do that. Plus, if I'm up in line or my wife's up in line and he happens to have a seizure, it does take two of us usually to get him his VNS device properly applied, because he's thrashing about usually with the seizures. So anyway, needless to say, we did a couple different video calls with people at the Disney Disability Services, finally got cleared, everything was fine, but then half the day was gone because we literally spent 2.5 hours with them trying to get this all set up. So then we just basically spent the full day at California Adventures. And then the next day we got there, I think at 9:30 in the morning, and we left at 11:30 at night. So got in a full day of Disneyland. I will say, Rise of Skywalker, that ride is just fantastic. I think, is it Rise of Skywalker or Rise of the Rebellion? Anyway, either way, the Star Wars side of Disneyland just oozes just ambiance. They've done such a good job with it. My only beef is that since they've built it, there's only 2 rides on that side, and it just feels like they need a third. Just because they've invested so much in that area, there's a lot of space where it just feels like there's nothing to do other than just kind of walk through. And so I would love to see them add a third ride in there. Who knows? Maybe someday they will. But Disneyland, it is a fun time. It is also an exhausting time, just because we're also caretaking for our son the entire time. So it's just a lot of lifting, a lot of navigating him on and off roller coasters. But he is absolutely a roller coaster fan. It was hysterical. He would refuse to get out of the roller coaster cars. And he's like pulling the lap belt back down on him, that kind of thing. And basically saying, I want more, Yeah. And so numerous times the employees there let us just ride again. And so we got our fill in the second day for sure. Yeah, it was good. Absolutely fun. And then just a little side note on stuff I've been watching. In fact, the night before we went to Disneyland, I'm almost to the finale, the final episode of The Boys. I will say, for the last season, after the first episode, I was kind of like, you know what, it's run its course. I'm ready for it to be done. But now I've gone through the next, series of episodes, and I actually have been enjoying it. And now I'm kind of regretting getting to that season finale. I know I'm going to be disappointed, for sure, but it's just it's a good show. I think it had some low moments where I feel like they just overplayed their hand with some of the sight gag stuff. But overall, The Boys it's been good.
Yeah, I think when I was on with Chris, when we were solo together one time, we did a bit of a spoiler bit on it. So yeah, we quite enjoyed the end of it. A lot of people slated it, but yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. So
I would just like to real quickly mention and welcome into the chat a fellow Arc Raider, Skulldugger, Richard Primrose, in the chat. And in fact, ever since we played that one night, I haven't seen him since.
You probably scared him.
Yeah,
I think last time I played with Rich was, I think it was Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while. It's been a while. So.
All right. Well, that's it for me. So, I know we don't have any community questions, but I think we have some games to talk about that we are getting for free that we pay for. Kim?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't really. Do I need to go through the Game Pass games again, or are we good with those? The only thing I can think of right off the top of my head is Epic Games this week. We have Echo Generation and Luto until the 23rd. So after that, I'm not sure what is up, but I'll have it by the next show. So
that's fair. That is fair. In fact, next show you'll probably also have a calendar update.
Yeah, probably.
I've got one of them as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I've got a calendar update as well for the end of the month.
If you pull out a firefighter and cat calendar, Mark, I'm gonna literally fly over and punch you.
Well, the last two calendar, Greg. What have the last two calendars been about?
I don't know.
Oh my word!
I did, but my memory's escaping me. Mark, help me out here.
Kim knows.
Oh yeah, I know. Yep, I know.
Right,
What about you, Greg?
Let me put July's back up again.
Yes, do. That was my favorite. Yeah.
There's July's.
I'm a little delayed on my end.
Yeah, there you go. That was July's.
Now look, Mark. I like you. I'm out. Yeah, I now need to get on a flight. Ring the door. You answer. All right. Mark, what have you been playing?
Right.
As in play the jingle, Mark.
Oh, all right, okay. All right, I've just put June's up, by the way. Jingle. Where are we? What, we're doing game time?
It's game time. Today I feel like playing computer games. It's game time.
Change roll. They're awesome.
I hate you, Mark. I hate you.
Hey, don't blame me. I didn't make them. Your best buddy did.
Oh, I know. All right. Mark, what have you been playing?
Right. Sit yourselves down. Are you ready for this? Sit yourselves down. It's going to be a massive list. Just let me get the video up of it. Right, here we go. Nothing. I'm on a gaming drought. Absolutely nothing again. So I think I'm into 6 weeks now. I need to pull my finger out. I know. I'll get over it. I'm
not going to help with that, Mark. I'm not going to help with that. However,
and I never put the video up. What an amateur. Yeah. No, I've not played out now for 6 weeks. So yeah. I need to get back to Speranza. I need to get back into Battlefield because Snoogans is shouting at me. I need to get back into all my single player games. I need to get back to Windrose. And I see Chris is now playing Windrose. So yeah.
Yeah. But and I don't know if you heard me or not, Mark, but I did say, Snoogans, he yells at everything, including the air. So don't necessarily take him yelling at you seriously. All right. Well, Kim, let's talk gaming on your end. I think you're probably out of the three of us the one that's maybe gamed the most.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I've gamed a lot. It hasn't, I didn't get any Divinity Original Sin 2 in this week. I didn't have a whole hell of a lot of time. How it is, priorities. But I did play a whole lot of Forza Horizon 6 this weekend. So I've now officially moved up to the blue wristband. If y'all are, keeping track of the wristband colors. Apparently now I'm an intermediate, whatever the hell that means, or immediate. I raced a mech, which I think is something Greg would like. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, it's good. That Gundam. Yeah.
I thought he was going to step on me at least twice, but no, he did not. Dangerous Lines are continuing to be a favorite, and something that I'm glad they brought from 5 is drag racing. Because you remember in 5, they had a little bit of drag racing, but not a whole lot. But now with 6, They brought it all in.
Yeah, and it's a lot better now because you even get the lights and everything, and it records your times. You can race other people and your friends. Yeah, the drag racing is brilliant in this now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can already see. Well, shit. This afternoon when me and Boomer and Anthony were on, that was pretty much all we did all afternoon was hang out at the drag strip and drag race. Crazy things like me. The 70s Jimmy that you get at the beginning, I made a drag car out of that. So
everybody likes a drag show.
Yeah, well, you're right. So yeah, I'm sitting there, and it's funny because this Jimmy, this pickup is not, it's not something you'd consider to be a drag car, but it made 8s pretty easily. So of course I had to tune it, obviously, and take some weight out and that sort of thing. But it's just cool. So I can see me spending a whole hell of a time sitting at the drag strip, racing stupid things, but. That's been fun, and like I said, I'm really excited that they brought that back and added more to it because they did not have enough of that in 5, and I was a wee bit disappointed. So, other than Forza, I've been playing, and I got this wrong last weekend, so I should fix it. It's not shotgun roulette; it is buckshot roulette.
Oh, very nice. The Seal guys played this.
It's on Game Pass. Yeah, it's on Game Pass, and it's pretty much what it says it is. You start out, I think you're in a bathroom, I kid you not, and you go through the door, and then you go through another door, and you're sitting at like this, it's like a table. And of course there's a shotgun sitting there, and of course this creepy guy comes across, sitting across the table at you. And it is what it says. He puts shotgun shells in the shotgun, and you can either shoot yourself or not, because there's a blank in it. There's I think when you start out, there's 2 blanks and a live round. Anyway, he puts the shells in the gun, and then you take turns. You can either choose to shoot yourself, or you can try to shoot the dealer. And, I mean, depending on what's behind the hammer when you pull the trigger, if you pull the trigger and it's a dud, it's a blank, then you get to turn around and take a shot at the dealer. And same on his end. If he ends up shooting a blank at himself, then he gets to, take 2 shots at you. And second round, a box will pop up and random things will come out of it, like a pocket knife, I think a can of beer, and a pack of cigarettes. And there's handcuffs, I think is another thing. I don't know if there's anything else in there, I can't remember now. But anyway, these do various things, like the cigarette will give you a health charge, because anytime that you're shot, you have 3 health charges, and anytime you're shot, it'll take down a health charge, unless you take the pocket knife and cut off the end of the shotgun, which makes it, then it'll do double the damage. And if it hits you with a shot, it takes double the energy. So, yeah, and I don't know. I've managed to win 1 round of this. The second round, of course, they add more live shells as opposed to blank ones. So the chances, of course, are up that you're liable to shoot yourself in the face. So yeah.
What does winning look like?
I don't know. I mean, I've only won the 1 round. Obviously, yeah, living. But honestly, even winning the 1 round, all that pretty much did was put me right back at the table to keep going. So I don't know in-game, because I think there's 3 rounds altogether. Or maybe it just goes on until eventually you run out of health. I don't know. But
okay.
I can't tell you what it would be like to win all of it, but I assume there has to be something. But, if you're looking for a game to waste time, I think it's a good one for that. And I mean, It's only, it's on Game Pass, and I think it's on sale right now. It's like $2. So, I guess if you're feeling like playing a little shotgun.
Does it have multiplayer?
I think it does, but I don't think for me it was.
So maybe that would be the fun part. Maybe Mark and I could shoot one another.
There you go. We have a bunch of us all crowded around the table and
exactly.
Taking pot shots at each other.
Kim pulls the trigger, shoots me.
Right.
I shoot Mark. Mark fires blanks. It happens, Mark. It's okay.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Right. Yeah. So that's I didn't even play Vampire Crawlers this week, so that's pretty much all I've done this week. Is shoot myself and race cars. So.
All right. Yeah. Buckshot Roulette seems interesting. I saw it on Game Pass. Right. I looked at the trailer. I was very confused by it all, and I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not bad, and it's a one-person. I think it's a one-person development thing, and I mean, you can obviously kind of tell it just by looking at it. So I mean, I got to give the guy props there for being the one guy to do this sort of thing. So.
It's been on Steam for quite a while now, and because I know the Seal guys played it quite a few months ago. But yeah, I think they quickly went past it. So it wasn't a Balatro; they were hooked on Balatro, but it looks okay. If you got Game Pass, it's worth a try, isn't it? You're not going to lose out.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see me sticking with this and doing it forever, but I mean, right now with it being on Game Pass, and it, like I said, it kind of piqued my interest a little bit, so I gave it a shot. But
Well, speaking of things on Game Pass, that I would highly recommend, especially if you liked Vampire Crawlers, TerraTech Legion continues to be a game I come back to. And it's a mix of Vampire Crawlers kind of auto-firing gameplay where you're just trying to survive, but it's got this kind of like Mega Bloks, car building within it, and it's really more tank building because you have your vehicle and you can add all of these different components to it. There can be different types of ramming devices or shotguns, lasers. There's it's not really missiles in it, but there's other kinds of additions you can put onto your vehicle that will like regen health, speed up your boost power. There's different wheel sets you can put on your vehicles, and they all will obviously handle differently. It is very easy to play this game, pick up and play, but it has a layer of depth that I think Vampire Crawlers really was missing. So I love this game. It is a fun, just when you don't want something that's going to make you think a ton, but you do still have to think. And there's a tinkering aspect to this of where you place your different components and fitting them all onto your vehicle. And so if you have that kind of, you like those types of games where you're constantly tinkering with a build and changing it to meet a play style, highly recommend TerraTech Legion. It's on Game Pass. It's also a pretty dirt cheap. I want to say it's like $20 maybe. Not even that much.
I think it's like $8. Positive. Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's like $8 or $9. It's not that bad.
So give it a whirl. It is fun and it's easy to play. And I just unlocked my third vehicle. And so you start with a base vehicle, then you'll unlock another character. And within each character, there's a skill tree that you can build out as well. So there's a lot of depth to it. And you visit all these different planets, and each planet has different types of enemy types on it, as well as planet conditions. Like I just got to an ice planet, so your vehicle slides a lot unless you put more grippy tires onto it. So anyway, lots of fun. And then, of course, good old faithful Arc Raiders. I am set for my next expedition. I launch in I think one day. So I'm trying like mad to farm different bastions and bombardiers to get their cells to pay for one more free loot spot if I can. And that will, I'll have 3 on my person, so I can take 3 weapons or 3 blueprints with me and save them for my next character. But then, of course, I've also commandeered Lewis to be my mule this time around. And so we met up in game, and I just dumped a bunch of blueprints at his feet. And he told me to take a screenshot because he's like, I'll never remember all the crap you just gave me. But yeah, so I'm excited. I like doing the expeditions. I've come to the realization it's kind of fun resetting, even though I love having all my stuff and being able to kind of craft whatever I want. There's also that element of just fun finding a blueprint that you've been missing and being able to get that back. But yeah, that's it. That's me. So where does that leave us? Mark, I think we need to play the quiz sound.
Oh dear.
It's time for the quiz. Yeah, you know what? Oh, too bad.
All right, we do have a video game quiz. This quiz, I cannot verify the contents of the quiz as being accurate.
Oh dear.
But I will trust in the awesomeness that is Robin Tate, who supplied us with a video game quiz for this week's show. I will need to rely on the two of you to pay attention to the chat. It's not a traditional Metacritic quiz. So, but of course, those of you at home play along. This is just a video game podcast quiz. So, question 1, are we ready?
No.
No.
All right. Allow me to do a heads or tails. So I will show you the coin. Kim, you will recognize this as your favorite team in the world.
Of
That
course.
would be heads. This would be tails.
Mm-hmm.
Kim, call it heads or tails.
Heads.
And he's dropped it.
Bonus. Yeah, totally flew behind me. But you got it, Kim. You go first.
All right. Snoogan's low to get 79, so if that's any help at all.
Not a help at all. You will soon understand why. All right, question 1.
Okay.
Here we go. The original PlayStation launched in Japan in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, that was the year the Chargers went to the Super Bowl and got their asses handed to them by the 49ers.
Oh, well.
Which game was the first to ship on 4 CDs for the original PlayStation? Was it A, Final Fantasy VII, B, Metal Gear Solid, C, Fear Effect, or D, Resident Evil 2?
Well, being that Metal Gear Solid was the first game I ever played on the PlayStation, or pretty sure it was. Anyway, it's my favorite game I played on the PlayStation. And I think if I remember right, it came with 4 discs. So I'm going to go with Metal Gear Solid.
Mark, what do you think?
Well,
Original PlayStation, 1994. Which was the first ever to ship on 4 CDs? What game?
Out of all them games, I actually played Final Fantasy VII on the PS1, and that had multiple discs. So I'm going to go Final Fantasy VII.
Those are all solid answers. Do we have people in the chat outside of Snoogan's randomly throwing numbers out?
Yes.
Numbers. Rich has put not Metal Gear. Batch has put has to be Final Fantasy. Snoogan's put B. Yeah, Rich has put Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
And Teflon said A.
Yeah.
And Boomer said Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now, the key reading and listening is fundamental, people.
Oh, I knew there'd be a catch in this.
Which game was the first ever to ship on 4 CDs? So I think all of these games actually shipped with 4 CDs. However, Fear Effect released across 4 CDs in 2000. Final Fantasy VII used 3 discs, while Resident Evil 2 and Metal Gear Solid used 2 discs. So there we go. Fear Effect was the actual answer.
Ah, all right. Well,
Not even heard of that.
And it wasn't even reading as fundamental. I thought there was going to be some trickery here about it being the first one out of the 4, but no, it was the only one.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I award no points to either one of you losers. All right.
All right.
Mark,
I'll live.
are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 2 for the Robin Tate Super Quiz. On the Xbox 360, Mark, your favorite console, what was the first game to award the full 1,000 gamer score without requiring any DLC or updates? Which game on the Xbox 360 was the first to require a full 1,000 gamer score without requiring any DLC or updates? Was it A, King Kong, B, Call of Duty 2, C, Perfect Dark Zero, or D, Dead Rising?
I was going to say Condemned, but that isn't an option, so I'm going to say King Kong.
That would not be an option.
No, King Kong, because I've played that, I got a full 1,000, and there is no DLC for it. I don't know about viewers, but King Kong was a launch title, so was Condemned. I'm going to go King Kong. King Kong's finger.
Kim Kong. King Kong.
Well. All right.
What do you think, Kim?
Well, Mark says King Kong, so I'm going to go with King Kong, because honestly, I wouldn't know. So.
Absolute mastery. King Kong. Peter Jackson's King Kong became famous for being one of the earliest and easiest games to award the full 1,000 gamer score, hence why Mark got it, with no online requirements. There we go. Did anybody in the chat? I should have waited for the chat. Apologies.
Most of the guys got it. Rich got it. Lewis got it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is for Pride. This is for Pride now. We will not allow, by the way, any same answers.
All right,
so, Kib, this benefits you. Yeah. You won the toss, so you get to go first.
All right.
Kim, your favorite topic.
Mm-hmm.
Which Nintendo console was the first to feature built-in analog control as standard in the box, rather than as an optional accessory? Which Nintendo console was the first to feature built-in analog control as standard in the box, rather than an optional accessory? Was it A, the GameCube, B, the Nintendo 64, C, the Nintendo DS, or D, the Wii?
I'm going to go with the Nintendo 64.
Okay. Kim chimes in, Nintendo 64. Mark, what do you think? Which console from Nintendo was the first to feature built-in analog controls as standard in the box rather than as an optional accessory?
Yeah, it's got to be 64 on it because it was the little nubbly stick in the middle. Because that came out before the GameCube, so yeah, I'll say 64.
And what are the chats saying?
Lewis says 64. Teflon says DS. Snoogan says 67. Should have gone 69 there, Snoogs.
It didn't take you too long for him to Google the answers, so, you know.
It was, in fact, the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 controller introduced the analog stick as a standard feature included with every console, whereas the previous analog controls, such as the PlayStation analog joystick, were optional peripherals. So there we go. 64 for the win. I award you both a tie. It's disgusting.
What kind
of tie? This. A sharp bow tie, Kim.
All right. Good deal.
It pains me to say tie, but again, we thank Robin for setting up the quiz. We thank him for it was a fine quiz. It
was not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
It was not nearly as scary as I thought it was going to be either.
I thought it was going to be something stupid and disgusting, so I've got a sound clip ready for him, and I can't play it now. I just play it.
Well, you know what, Mark, to honor Robin's memory, and because he is no longer a host on the show, he is a distant memory. But let's just pay homage to Robin Tate.
Ban that motherfucker. Ban that motherfucker right now! Get him out of here!
But I can't play that, obviously, now. I can't play that
now. No, you cannot. What you could play, though, is a news clip.
A news clip? I certainly can.
Here is the fucking news.
All right. So last week was basically just depression news. We had studio closures. We had bad news. We had layoffs. This week, it's a brighter day. The sun is out. It's warm. People are using air conditioning in the UK. The world is becoming whole again. And Todd Howard sat down for an interview and talked about kind of the course for Bethesda. And so it starts with Fallout. He announced basically Fallout 5 was currently in production using the Creation Engine 3, which is basically Bethesda's shared technology platform. They plan to follow the Elder Scrolls 6. It will exist in the same timeline as the Fallout That makes no sense at all. This is some of the shared notes.
So it's planned to follow Elder Scrolls. So Fallout 5 is going to come out after Elder Scrolls 6, and Fallout 5 will be in the same timeline as the TV show. Yeah, the Elder Scrolls threw it off a bit.
I'm just going to go down to the roadmap.
Yeah.
We'll circle back to this stuff, but the roadmap is this. Right now, the primary focus is on Elder Scrolls 6. That's where most everybody is focused in on. By the way, I fully expect them to announce this as a exclusive. I think they're going to pull it back away from PlayStation. Starfield will be entering year 3 of its post-launch support. There will be more DLC coming. And then I believe Starborn content is planned, and the continued emphasis on player customization. So they are also going to be allowing Obsidian to make a new Fallout game.
Yes.
And by the way, I pulled these notes. This is what AI does to you. I asked for a summary of the interview, and it kind of threw it all over the roadmap, and so it's a little disjointed on my notes here. Anyway, so Obsidian Entertainment is collaborating to make a new Fallout project. They are going to be remastering Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. So those are all under the way. And then there will be an expansion for Fallout 76 for the 5 people that play it. And so that will continue to be supported with expansions like Raven Rock, which serves as a prequel story to Fallout 3. And then, of course, Fallout Shelter continues to receive new seasons and content, including a planned unscripted TV project. So they're all in on Fallout, which they should have been. Given the success of the TV show, you would have thought this would have been a priority for them. But yeah, so some positive news there. Not all things are being destroyed and killed. The European Union is set to approve the Saudi PIF acquisition of Electronic Arts. Maybe this is on the bad news side. I don't know. The report comes courtesy of Reuters. The $1 trillion public investment fund announced the deal alongside Jared Kushner's affinity partners and private equity firm Silver Lake in September 2025. The deal values a 93.4% stake in EA at $55 billion. EA shareholders approved the acquisition in December of 2025. And then, of course, this is all part of a bigger push from Saudi Arabia that's made multiple investments into the video game industry over the last decade, since April 2022, when Saudi Arabia's electronic gaming development company purchased 96% stake in Japanese developer SNK. Then in September of 2025, Saudi-owned firm Qidia, acquired RTS. The co-owner of the Evolution Championship Series, a popular competitive fighting game event. And in March 2026, the EGDC acquired a 5% stake in Capcom. So that said, the article did mention they think the buying spree is potentially over at this point because they're actually starting to run out of funds. So they have maybe reached the peak of their purchasing for now. And then for you PC players, GTA 6 would like you to know the console-only launch isn't anti-PC. It's just a case of resource management. This is an ex-Rockstar producer saying this. So in an interview with Kiwi Talks, the producer on Red Dead Redemption, Max Payne 3, and Grand Theft Auto 5 was asked about whether making GTA 5 for Xbox 360 and PS3 hardware led to Rockstar being limited in what they could do with the game. Riccio, the producer, said he replied to Rockstar's policy is to concentrate on the console version first because then the hardware's limitations are known to the developers, and then they worry about making the PC version later, as opposed to making a PC version first and then trying to figure out how to get it working potentially on less powerful hardware. Most of the time, you take what you've got, Riccio explained, and that's a lot of times why people love developing initially on PC and then porting over. Before ship, we'll get everything onto console. I think that's less fashionable now, but there was a time where that was kind of a thing where we'll make it run on a PC and then we'll go on to these other platforms, and it just causes so much problems down at the end. So you're just much better off starting with the constraints. So there you go. PC Master Race for the win. You're still the most powerful thing out there. They just want to develop for consoles where they may have some limitations.
The Xbox Series S is going to limit that game on all platforms then. Yeah?
Essentially.
Yeah.
Unless they're making it for the Switch too, which is really going to make
it. Oh, Jesus
no,
Christ.
But yeah. Yeah, you're well, in a sense, yes, in a sense, no. I think what they're saying here is they're developing it out for the console so they know what their limitations are.
And then the PC version will enhance it.
They could add. They can enhance it. They can add it, add to it. But this gives them a base level of kind of where the bottom, so to speak, is. Now, that still may be the bottom level. Like for my PC, it's probably on par, if not inferior to the Xbox Series S.
Yours would be like running a ZX Spectrum. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So basically, Rockstar are making me buy the game twice. Bastards.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
because the PC will be a year later at least. It was for 5.
Well, at least. Yeah.
So
at least.
But the longevity.
Now, are they making you buy it, Mark?
Yeah, my arm got twisted up my back. The longevity of 5. That was launched in 2013, I believe. On the Xbox 360, that's gone 3 fucking generations, that game. So if 6 can do the same, then value for money is going to be okay. So I bought that fucker 3 times. I bought it on 360, I bought the enhanced version on Xbox One, and then I bought the PC version. So it's Rockstar in it. They're gonna make billions.
I mean, Rockstar has a poster of you sitting in their office. They're like, "This is our, customer.
Yeah.
This is our target customer."
Yeah. Got a picture of Tom Cruise going, "Show me the money."
If they do the online separate, they really separate it out, so it's just GTA 6 single player, and then you buy online separately, or something akin to that. If it's you get the base online game, but then you have to buy kind of all the add-ons. It's kind of the way they did GTA 5, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Mark, did you have to buy anything additional with GTA 5 online?
No. There was a lot of DLC I think you can buy, but the actual online game released a month later, but there was no charge for it. Because I remember when it launched, a load of us jumped on, and I remember I've just got this memory of Chinny flying jets around for some reason. I don't know.
I do remember that. Yes.
It was hilarious. So
yeah, they didn't exactly control the way you thought they would.
No.
Jason has a point. We're not going to see GTA 7 probably in our lifetimes. Let's just be honest. This will be the last GTA game we ever see. I don't know. I'm not all that excited for this one. I don't know. Maybe I'll get more excited as it comes closer, but I don't.
I'm kind of.
I really liked GTA 5, but I don't think I ever was like hyped for it. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait for this game to come out.
And because it's digital only now, isn't it? I don't understand the launch date for pre-orders, because you can pre-order it whenever, right until release, because it's digital. We're not going to run out of it, are there? There's not going to be a shortage of discs. I remember GTA 4 when that came out. I sent my lad out and his mate to get me GTA 4, and they went to I don't know how many shops to get that disc, and they finally found me a copy, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I was panicking I wasn't going to get it. But yeah,
I just can't wait for all the PlayStation people to buy their GTA 6 on disc on their PlayStation 5, and then try to take that to their PlayStation 6 that they buy and find out that they can't use it. By the way, cannot wait for the halftime show.
What the fuck's the halftime show doing on fucking football, man?
Well,
that's the American influence.
Yep. Well, it's what it really is, Mark. It's not even the American influence. It's the ad revenue from the television side of things. They're raking in so much money off the broadcast of this World Cup.
Yeah.
Those water breaks are here to stay for FIFA. I guarantee you that. Yep. You'll get those wonderful water breaks. You'll start seeing a Nelly halftime show. I don't know who else could come out. Maybe a Ice-T reunion. I don't know.
Yeah, move on.
I was gonna say Eagles because that's not, the kids won't like that.
No, they won't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop while I'm ahead, or behind. Kim.
Yes.
Kim, this is the part of the podcast we start to wind things down. But before we wind things down, we want to make sure people know what's coming out next week.
Right.
Pay their valuable money for video games.
Okay, yeah. Your new releases for this week are Dive or Die, Children of Rain for the PC on the 21st. Fading Echo for the PC, also on the 21st. Scarlet Deer Inn for the PC on the 21st as well. Hands of Fate, Hordes, Early Access for the PC on the 22nd. Tears of Metal, I'm assuming that's Tears and not Tears. Either way, Tears of Metal, Early Access for the PC on the 22nd as well. Avatar Legends, the fighting game. Okay. For the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 23rd. Dino Blade for the PC on the 23rd as well. Final Fantasy X and X2 HD Remaster for the Switch 2 on the 23rd. Splatoon Raiders for the Switch 2 on the 23rd. And last but not least, we have an extremely hard game PC on the 24th. And those are your new releases. So there you go. Anything jump out at anyone? Not for me. But...
Yeah.
Nothing jumped out, although I always get confused by the whole Avatar thing because I know there's the Avatar anime series, but then there's also, of course, the James Cameron Avatar movies. And so anytime I see an Avatar game, I'm trying to figure out which universe it comes from.
Yeah, that was me sitting here thinking, wait, Avatar Legends, the fighting game. I mean, is this the little blue people fighting, or is this the little weird children? I don't know.
Little weird blue children?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Did they have some sort of mismatch collaboration
crossover
thing?
Game?
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, we'll find out on the 23rd. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, we will transition to playdates. We definitely are back in the groove of wanting to play.
Yes.
Thursdays and Tuesdays, we do. It's been Arc Raiders for me, but I can be persuaded to play other games. But it's roughly 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 in the Pacific, 2:30 for Kim, 8:30 in the UK, right before Mark's nap time, also known as bedtime. And then Fatal Fridays, 8 p.m. in the UK, 8 p.m. in the Central Time Zone. That is if either of you are awake and functioning.
Right.
And any updates from the World Cup, Mark?
It's 0-0, and they've got a fucking halftime show on at the moment. There's someone singing on the pitch.
Show, Mark?
I don't know who that is. Is that Shakira? I don't know. I don't know who it is. But yeah, it's copying the Super Bowl, isn't it? This has never happened before. Never happened before.
FIFA seems pretty darn happy with the results, the financial windfalls.
I bet they do. Yeah.
Absolutely. Money absolutely corrupts everything. All right. Kim?
Yes.
We're at that time of the show.
Oh, it's Shakira. I got it right.
You don't know Shakira? Jason is yelling at you through the chat right now.
You mean Madam Hips Don't Lie? That Shakira, Boy, she's been around a while. Anyway. Or I'm just old. I don't know which, but
she has been around a while.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, we're at that point of the show, aren't we? I guess you want me to yell out the people in the chat. So
I would like you to shout at some people, Kim. Just yell at them like an angry old lady.
Give me a cane so I can shake at it.
You bastards!
Right. All right. The people in the chat today, we've had quite a few. Let me get up my list here so I don't forget anyone and make them feel bad, because I'm pretty sure about 3 shows back I forgot to do that, and although we only had 2 people at the chat at the time. But anyway, in the chat today we've had Batch Gaming, Boomer, Snoogans, Playing Skills, Teflon, long time no see, and Skull Duggerer. It was his first time in the chat according to Twitch, so thanks for that. So thanks guys for coming, and now we're all cursing out Shakira in the chat, so apparently there's no vote for Shakira. Or at least for Snoogans, anyway. Yeah. So thanks, guys. You're the reason we put on the show, and so we're not just, like, talking about it to ourselves, although we do that quite often anyway. So, other than that, I don't know. I don't have much else. Hopefully everybody has a good week. I'm going to try to do some more painting this week, and I'm going to pass you over to Mark. So.
Yeah, shout out you guys. Shout out to our missing Chris. Did you say where Chris was today, Greg? You didn't, did you?
Many places, but we're not positive. He keeps going with his pinky, so I have to be somewhat nice.
I'm not scared.
A shout out to the very lively chat. It's been kicking off in there. It's been great. So yeah. Thank you for everyone jumping on the chat.
I can't believe they hate for Shakira.
I know.
Shakira,
I mean, you figured the way she shook her butt, they'd enjoy it, but I guess maybe I'm wrong.
Rob just wants to watch the football. He didn't sign up to all this shit. But apparently Teflon liked Shakira back in the day, so yeah, he's a big fan of Shakira.
If you're a breathing man, you should like Shakira. I'm just saying. Or for honestly, Kim, I don't know. I know you.
Right.
Maybe.
No, she doesn't do much for me.
Okay. Right. Put her in a firefighter outfit with a cat.
For Extraction 3, that was something. So, thanks, Mark.
Yeah, I keep supplying Kim. I'm like a drug dealer for her. I keep supplying her clips of Henry Cavill and Chris Hemsworth. There you go, Kim. There's a bit more. Just keep hooked. Yeah. Send me the money later.
Right? It's in the post. Anyway. Snoogans. She has no boobs.
So yeah,
all right. So
Greg?
Snoogans is apparently a boob guy.
Are you gonna do your shout outs and take us out, Greg?
I am with Gary. Shakira is still fine. I cannot. I'm just baffled by the Shakira hate from Snoogans. It's just mystifying to me.
Well, you won't kick her out of bed for fine, would you?
No. I would not complain about Shakira shaking on stage in front of me. Yeah. This last little chat business, it took a turn I wasn't expecting. I'm just saying.
It's hilarious.
There's a Shakira dividing line right now. And I see Snoogans is like, from he's Hodor. He's just trying to hold the door for the traditional FIFA Hodor. It's not going to end well for you, Snoogans. Shakira will win.
God. Snoogans, you're killing me, man.
Oh, you Snoogans, you wouldn't know what to do if she was in bed with you. You would be scared stiff, literally. Maybe for the best. I don't know. All right, we got to go. Everybody, thank you so much. It's been a fantastic podcast. We'll be back next week. See ya. Have a great weekend.
Sunday night, same old madness. OC in the speakers. Let's go. From the US to the UK, yeah, we're keeping it tight. Every Sunday night, yeah, you know where to be. 4 voices, 1 crew, 1 community. Yeah. Greg's in the tank top, running the show. Kim's with the cats, yeah, you already know. Mark might betray you, better watch your back. Chris with the whiskey, got that late night chat. Put your controllers down, but we'll be back again. Same every Sundays, it's always the same. Overseas out!